I agree.
And it's time for everybody's favorite part of the group chat podcast. It is the NotMots Mailbag, brought to you by Lafourche Concert and Events Club. We appreciate them so very much for their support. We appreciate you guys so much for your support, getting us questions every week. If you have a question in the future, usually the day before we record, on the morning of, on the Wednesday, we will post a little status update saying, hey, give us your questions, drop a question, or if you got a chance to get a hold of any of us through social media, anything of the sort, find a way to get your question to us. Our mailbag is loaded full today, and we cannot wait to get all of these questions answered. The first one comes from our sponsor, the Lafourche Concert and Events Club. Wants to know, when you swimming in the summer, you putting on a console? Are you swimming and trusting the mesh?
I don't freeball anything. I'm always stacked right there. So absolutely. No, gotta have the console. But I'm not a tidy whitey guy either.
I like the mesh me. If the bathing suit comes with the mesh, I was always taught you have a bathing suit with mesh, no underwear. And I teach my kids the same way. However, I've started buying these new Legend shorts and things like that with the liner. Those I do not trust. I'm going to wear underwear under the liner. That's more generally in public, and I'm not in water.
Swimming in underwear just ain't American.
I agree.
Psychopaths are young. The mesh lining, that's your underwear. Swim in that.
Well, I know not to get next to you when I'm swimming.
The reason why I didn't swim for the 4th of July, I had underwear on, and I was too horned to go and take it off. I'm with all three of you guys. Damien's the lone wolf on that side.
I'll die on that hill.
If you're doing anything that doesn't get contained by the mesh, you shouldn't be swimming anyway. Go have your shosh somewhere else and not in the pool.
We did have an incident like that during the 4th, unfortunately, at a situation. Kyle from Golden Meadow wants to know, you just got done cutting the grass. What you grabbing to cool off with?
I don't cut grass, but coming from playing golf on 4th of July morning and getting in Nick's pool that was ice cold, that was tremendous.
Tell us that story, dude. You were expecting it to be
100 degrees outside, so I turned the cooler on for the pool, and it got pretty frigid in there.
It was awesome.
Yeah. It was. I enjoyed it. I wasn't complaining.
It was shock to your system when you first stepped in, but once you got in, it was good.
I'll go Coors Light.
We just answered my question. You get into a cold pool, it doesn't matter what you're drinking. There's beer in the fridge.
Yeah.
Red, white, and blues.
Cajun colada daiquiri.
I don't cut grass either. If I'm doing something that involves high quality sweating like fishing, I'm going to go with a red, white, and blue. But for the sake of answering the question, when I used to have to cut the damn farm that my parents live on in high school, it was a Cool Pop. A nice little purple and or lime green Cool Pop. It's the way to go.
So my other go-to is sugar-free Powerade, the blue version. And when you're trying to hydrate, trying to drink at the same time, add a little Tito's in there and it makes it even better.
Is that what you had last Friday?
Allegedly.
T. Joe St. Pierre from way downtown wants to know, who are the wrestlers y'all going to be interested in seeing this weekend?
The Rocket.
The Rocket.
Always
absolutely.
Interesting to see. Jordan Ja, very interested in seeing him as well. That's probably the two that I'm looking forward to seeing the most.
Rocket's always good. Not quite as excited if he's a babyface. I want to see Ramp. I mean, he's not a wrestler, but he's entertaining as hell, man. Like, he's like Bobby Heenan of the Gulf State Wrestling. And Mustang Mike, I want to see how limited he is with this shoulder injury, man. He's been rehabbing the hell out of it, and want to see if he's able to do what he does. I think it's going to be an interesting show.
First, I'm looking to see Gil Gracie. Big Gil Gracie guy here. It's the takedown Mustang Mike.
Oh,
damn.
We got Jordan Ja, who may or may not have made his pro debut against me when he was a youngin'. Always good to see Big Ramp and his shenanigans.
Look, all kidding aside, how has Big Ramp not gotten picked up? Because he's legit, he is legitimately entertaining. You leave the venue wanting to fight him, which is everything that you want in a manager. How has Big Ramp not gotten picked up?
That guy used to walk around the ring with that little horn.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yes.
Just aggravate everybody. I don't know what he does in his professional life, so I don't know if that's his ultimate goal, was to be picked up. But definitely got the skins on the wall to be able to compete at that level.
Marcus from LCO. I'm curious. I would like Marcus to maybe elaborate, because I saw this question. I know exactly what he meant. He said, Why is Hal Steinbrenner allowing Aaron Boone and his overuse of analytics to waste Aaron Judge's prime of his career? His old man must be rolling over in his grave. I was under the impression that Aaron Judge was killing it this year. Is he referring to the fact that Judge hits like in the 2-hole in the lineup and he should be fourth? I don't know.
Are they wasting the roster around him? I don't.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I tell you, I tried to research this, and I click Aaron Judge's stats, and I'm seeing 360 average, 34 home runs, 77 RBI. Like, the dude is on a tear right now. I'm not exactly sure what he meant by that. I know that a lot of Yankee fans don't like that he hits higher up in the order, and they want him to be like in the cleanup spot. But a lot of MLB teams do that now just simply because it means you bat more often.
I have an answer for this.
Yeah?
It's the Yankees. Who gives a
Marcus.
Marcus is a big Yankee guy.
So Jack Steinbrennan's rolling over in his grave about this? What's going on?
Jack Steinbrennan's?
Are you confusing George Steinbrenner with Jake Stoneberger, the white wide receiver?
Marcus, if you're still with us, just kind of elaborate a little bit more what you mean.
Oh, yeah, he definitely is. He just F-bombed me.
So wasting his prime years by not managing the game. Okay, so I got you. No issue with Judge. Basically saying kind of like how we say that Les Miles wasted Leonard Fournette. Like, why are we having him being judged by an idiot? And then to that, I don't know the answer to that.
Are they doing the whole analytical deal like they did in the A's movie? Billy Bean type of shit?
They have gone with Aaron Boone for a long time, and they've been really, really loyal, which I guess if they don't win the World Series this year, it might be the end of the road. But he just doesn't think Aaron Boone's worth it. Why are they hanging tight with them? The King Bee from the Meadow wants to know, if the world held a basketball tournament with every single person included in this tournament, how many rounds do you think you could win? The tournament is seeded by skill level.
What?
There's 8 billion people in the world, so that means I got to be in the top 4 billion to win a first round game.
Newborns are included.
I was thinking you get like a 100-year-old grandma. I could take a 100-year-old grandma.
We all making it to the round of 500 million.
Oh, it's one-on-one?
Yeah.
I was trying to understand the dynamic of how many games would you win? Like, who the hell is you? Like,
so your first round, you might run into a 2-week-old.
But no, it said based on skill level. So
I mean, I feel like I'm in the top.
In practice, in the top 50 in the world.
So I could be playing some 20-year-old dude or some 80-year-old dude as long as he's my skill level.
Like
who classifies
even
us?
though you're not top tier, you're still going to be in the top 50%, like the top.
Dude, like in round one, I might draw a 73-year-old woman from Uzbekistan. I could get by that.
Right.
So you're saying your skill level is equal to a 73-year-old in Uzbekistan?
Pretty close.
Your first
pretty close.
Several rounds should be easy.
It should be, in theory.
I'm going
how you
7.
figure that?
I'm winning 7 rounds, at least.
If you match by skill level,
I'm going to draw out a bracket.
Well, first off, there's not too many people as skilled as me. So
I'm not winning in the first round. If it's equal skill level,
No.
read the question.
But
I wrote the question. I understand what the question
it says.
oh, you're submitting your own questions? Then you better word this better.
Seeded by skill level. Okay, so does that mean LeBron James is facing a newborn that just came out of the womb?
Right.
Oh, so I could be playing a 1-year. Oh, I'm winning 17 rounds.
That's what I'm saying. If it's seeded like that, the best faces the worst, and we're all winning several rounds.
How many rounds is this tournament for 8 million people?
8 billion people. You win one round, it's down to 4 billion people. You win the second round, it's down to 2 billion.
The 14th seed's liable to die in the third round of the tournament.
Somebody's getting the bye.
In round one, we're going to be facing people in the old folks' home or people that are not potty trained.
Paul Casey in the first 4. Just battling Grandma Uzbekistan.
Tommy and Angel Reese face off in round 100.
Oh, I'm in for that. What's the charity going to be?
Where? Yeah, Blue Boot, which you'd be surprised.
Well, Blue Boot's not going to back me because she went to LSU. Sorry, going to all be on Team Angel Reese. Nobody's going to be rooting for me. Literally, not even my family.
It would take 33 rounds to crown the champion.
Would we make it into the round of 100 million?
No, I'm not.
There's 8 billion people. Would we make it to the top 100 million?
In basketball. Yes, because I've seen some of the people that walk this earth, and they have no athletic ability.
Would you make it into the top 10 million in the world?
I think so. How many people are in America?
Like 400 million.
Where's John Pete when we need him? How many people play basketball? This is a dumb question.
Damien's pulling it up right now. You got to win 33 games.
You could maybe win 8 to 15 rounds depending on your look and skill.
That time you're going against some like high school stud that just can't compete with.
It says, hypothetical example. Your average athletic, decent shot, solid hustle. You smoke the first 10 rounds, some kids, influencers, guys, and crops.
But to say, I'm backing down 24 all day, and he's probably in the top 100 million.
Round 11, former college player, you squeak by. Okay, that's not going to happen. Round 15, WNBA level hooper. Round 16 plus, you're seeing pros, Giannis. Round 30.
I'm going 12 to 14 rounds. Guaranteed.
Can you imagine how crazy, like Giannis versus like a newborn? How terrible.
But how do you play that? You just throw the ball at the kid that he dies of head trauma?
So you have the 4 billion seed against the 4 billion and 1 seed. That would be good. They're both awful because they're 4 billionth in the world, but they're evenly matched. It would be entertaining to see.
Prime round 3 matchup is Tommy versus some pink-haired lesbian with a sign. That would be awesome.
What's her sign say? Is she your only fan?
Tommy.
I love insurance companies.
There'd be some pink-haired lesbian with a Dully DeBosier jersey.
By the way, what were your thoughts earlier in the show when we said Angel Reese would beat your ass in a one-on-one game? Do you agree, disagree?
How tall is Angel Reese?
6'3". She's more athletic than you. She's faster than you.
I don't know if she's faster than me.
Bruh.
She is.
You were never fast.
I know. That's saying something.
That's not what Ken Ramsey said,
I've
baby.
seen her. Yeah, I also tuned into that part, too. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, she better beat me.
Would you score? I gave the betting line in a game to 21, Angel Reese minus 20.5, meaning you got to score once.
I would definitely score.
No.
Absolutely.
You wouldn't score.
You kidding me?
You would not score.
I think he would score.
Do we have free throws?
He's getting swatted.
She's not that big.
He's not that big.
Big enough.
How tall are you? You're about my height, a little taller maybe, about 5'10".
Wait, hold on. Do I have the same shoes that your boy wears for the Pelicans? Because then I'm 6'1".
No, you have to wear Angel Reese's shoes.
I refuse to wear Angel Reese's
The
shoes.
fighting Reeboks. Hey, look, I'm a big Angel
She
Reese.
ruined that whole documentary. I was loving it until they brought that bitch onto it. I don't want the Ice Age 3000s.
Next question. If you have a fishing trip with a group of buddies scheduled for a rodeo, do you have to have times and locations prior to the trip? This sounds like a loaded question. From Bert from the Blue Boot Rodeo.
Well, knowing what we know now, people at this table submit their own questions.
Allegedly.
I stayed here specifically for this question to be answered because I know it's directed towards me.
100%.
Yes, you do have dates and times, but when you try to be organized and instruct people and or inquire about what they would like to do, you always get met with, "Oh, bruh, I can't even plan next week, and you want me to think about next month?" Meanwhile, I have a whole itinerary
that was released
in the group today.
That was released an hour ago.
Because I literally just got the phone call from the charter captain of when and where we're going. Yes, you should have a schedule and times, but times are TBD because of weather and hangovers and all of the things above.
Drop the ball as usual.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going fishing. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
No, schedule sucks.
I don't have an answer for this, but this question isn't directed to me.
You plan 3 months in advance, and you have by Wednesday afternoon, you have no times. You have to ask questions about where we're staying.
There's absolutely no question on where we're staying.
You would have never told us if I didn't ask.
It was in the group already. You go to the next question. This is an internal pissing match.
No. Look, just to kind of rub salt in the wound, I would like to have things planned out, and I would like to know ahead of time what's going on.
Oh, there is links on where we're staying. Nobody ever commits, especially the guy all the way to the left. He's always cryptic and just drop, yeah, whatever. And then I told you I was coming. No, I literally have 4 months of group messages never once that it'd say, "Hey, where we're
First
staying."
off,
this and
I don't
that.
know who anybody is in there, so
That's y'all fault. Y'all change y'all names
somebody
every 2
could
weeks.
just be randomly saying, "Hey, look, this is what we're doing," and nobody knows if it's right or if it's wrong.
The links.
I do give you kudos. You did make that fancy Excel graphic after I sent you mine.
Yeah, just trying to be more corporate. Since June 12th, everything has been etched in stone until we've had medical
in stone.
emergencies.
What
and things
Tommy?
of
What
that
time we
sort.
leaving Friday
2 p.m.
or what?
Could be earlier, which nobody should have a problem with because it's not Thursday.
Could be later.
Could be,
Could be never.
but if we're at 2, then we're good. Show up to the dock and start drinking.
This is going to be a Gilligan's Island ass trip.
No, luckily the captain is 1,000% legit,
Okay, good deal.
and we're not going with mud cricket. That was a debacle.
We're A-team fishermen, and we have an A-team captain, so we're good.
At the end of the day, you get what you pay for, and we're living proof.
Well, the bad part is I still paid A-team prices for mud cricket, and we got bamboozled, which is why we no longer use that charter service that has billboards up and down by Lafourche, and I'll leave it at that.
Big Steve from Insert Positive Joke here wants to know, would Les Miles have won the national championship with Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson?
No. And it's not only because I don't have any faith in Les Miles, it's because probably wouldn't have got those guys. He would never have gotten a quarterback. We would have had Tommy throw into Chase and Jefferson.
But Chase was a Kansas commit when Les Miles was there.
Exactly. Kansas got Puka Williams.
Yeah.
That was a big deal. But no, we wouldn't have had a quarterback.
Kansas also got Les Miles.
Jefferson probably would have had to play quarterback.
If he would have gotten Burrow, Chase, and Jefferson, I think that would have been hard to f up. They had Mettenberger. Well, you know what? No, I'm going to say no. Because they had Mettenberger, Landry, and Odell and didn't even come close. Never mind. They would not have won the national championship, even if they would have gotten them all. He wouldn't have known what to do with them. They would have found a way to lose.
Yep. You'd have jacked up some late game situation.
Let's say Les Miles does get Burrow, does get Chase, does get Jefferson. There's one coach in the country that could f that up, and it is Les Miles. So no, Les Miles does not win a championship with that team.
Tommy?
No comment.
No comment. This is a chance for you to shit on LSU.
He would have won it.
Oh, you think so?
Big Les Miles guy.
To be fair, he won it with Matt Mock. Maybe we are being a little...
He would have won it. You know what? Maybe not. It took Coach O to bring that thing home. I'm just going to stick with the Bayou guy.
Would Brian Kelly have won the championship with Burrow, Chase, and Jefferson?
Absolutely not. He did some stupid shit, which I'm very thankful for each and every year.
He'd have won 8 games.
I'm
We
sorry,
lost
go
the
ahead.
opener to Texas.
Well, yeah. No shit. We would have lost to Texas in the very beginning of the season. Favorite daiquiri flavor at a Louisiana drive-thru from Bruce from Calgary.
It's one of two things. It's banana chocolate mixed and our Mighty 190. That's it.
Damn, Mighty 190 will f you up.
It's best. It doesn't say Louisiana, but I just discovered this. If you go to, I believe it's going to be Caesars, Harris Gulf Coast in Biloxi, they have a bar that you make your own. You pick what liquor you want, and then you can combine their own flavors. Like a freestyle.
Oh, yeah.
So I literally had grape vodka with grape daiquiri. So it basically was grape Kool-Aid.
You are living that hat.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't going to lie to you. What we had for the 4th was legit. That Cajun Colada or whatever, that was legit.
Was it Cajun Colada or was it Cajun Kool-Aid? Marcus said Cajun
It
Kool-Aid.
was
Colada.
It's Cajun Colada for sure.
Ryan Pete in the chat said a dead duck. That almost killed me in Turtle. We walked from my house for Mardi Gras to the daiquiri shop right on the south side of the school just for dead ducks. They were fantastic, but we almost died.
Why is it called Dead Duck?
I don't know.
Because that's what you are after you drink it.
Fantastic.
2-part question. Best Boudin on the Bayou and best Boudin in Lafayette. This comes from JT from Springfield.
Not a ton of places to pick from down the Bayou.
Render's pretty good.
That's where I was going. Ricky Vaughn makes some solid Boudin.
Yeah. Render's legit on the Bayou. Billy's in Lafayette for me.
Got both of my answers.
Oh,
Billy's is legit. There's not a time that I'm passing that place that I'm not stopping. There, a lady working in a hotel was checking us out of the hotel. Recommended a breakfast roll. Tremendous. It's Boudin, cheese, bacon, and eggs in a egg roll wrapper.
Oh,
Hard to
Jesus Christ. That sounds incredible.
Speaking of Boudin, yesterday we dropped my vehicle off at the shop in Houma. Aaron and I and the girls stopped at the Buttery Crumb in Houma, downtown Houma. They have a Boudin Pop-Tart.
Boudin Pop-Tart? So it's
a-
like fruit inside?
No fruit involved.
Well,
It's a puff pastry with Boudin inside, which they top with bacon and steamed syrup.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I think you got my exact answer. I was going to say Off the Bone because I haven't had Render yet. That's his new place, I'm guessing, since the fire.
Yeah.
But if you're doing Lafayette, you're either going to go to Billy's, you're going to go to Best Stop, or
There's a couple more that's popping up. Krochner's get some love. They got some fried ribs that are supposedly really good. Rib tips. Chops is really good.
Best Stop.
Best Stop's Cracklins are number one. I don't care. I think they could improve there, but I think that's why I like it so much because I'm always getting the Cracklins and the Boudins just there to be able to grab.
So the Best Stop has a new location in Broussard, and when I go to Lafayette, I always stop there. And they have these big prepackaged packed with the non-meat cracklins. Those are fantastic.
Yeah.
You get a gallon of them for $3.
Yeah.
I don't know how they make any money on that, but they're super good. Like even my kids eat that.
That's the best bang for your buck for sure. Tom, Down the Bayou conspiracy theories. What's your thoughts on everyone hearing random booms in the area and posting that on social media? This is from the Maroon Whale from Patterson.
Boomgate seems to be one of the only reasons that the SL scanner exists.
Have you ever professionally gotten a call about a boom?
I don't believe I have.
Yeah.
I've gotten side messages about a boom. I know there's been rumored booms that did they or did they not even happen. I think we've actually had a couple of booms that were maybe a hoax on Facebook, but people have to side text and say, wait, I think we really heard a boom. So I don't think anybody knows when the booms actually happen or what they are.
You lived in Golden Meadow and we had the infamous one that everybody claimed, and there ain't no way y'all were all lying. So what is that?
I have
like some people say it's like swamp gas that's blowing up or something. Like what is that?
I feel like everybody that could do something about it or can investigate it just sweeps it under the rug. That's what makes it a conspiracy. There's something going on there. I don't know if it's a plane doing the sonic boom or whatever the hell that is, but there's something. There's a million people every month posting that they heard something. And I, one time, not a million, shook my whole house. But then Brennan changes Halloween and sweeps under the rug.
Did y'all see along this same line the minor league pitcher that got called for the walk-off balk yesterday? I'm going to encourage you guys to Google this. A pitcher in the bottom of the ninth in a tie game in a minor league game is winding up with a runner on third. In the middle of his windup, something on the parking lot of the stadium explodes. He stops. Umpire calls a balk. The runner at third comes around to score and the game ends.
So they find out what the boom was?
Like somebody's meth lab blew up or something. There was some in the parking lot. Tommy, would your uncle have called a balk in that situation?
And then apologized?
I know it's a nuclear war, guys. But he did balk.
If I take up for one crackhead, I got to take up for all the crackheads. Probably so. Yeah. Booms, sinkholes, and thoughts and prayers. That's why the SL scanner is alive.
That's a shirt.
Booms,
sinkholes, and
thoughts and prayers.
And now people, I'm about to say, people are too lazy. It's not even thoughts and prayers. It's just wreck on the back road. Hands. And then
high five. That's what it was.
Every once in a while, air med.
That is all for our NotMots Mailbag, brought to you by the Lafourche Concert and Events Club. We appreciate you guys so very much for sending in your questions. And next week, we will have another full batch. So for Tommy, who just took off, Nick to my right, Damien to my left, this is Casey Just Claire signing off. We'll be back next week. Y'all be good.